The views expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect the views of this television station. Please enjoy.
Welcome everybody to the Impact and Influence Show. I'm your host, Rob Harder. Now on this show, we feature people and organizations that are really seeking to make their world a better place. And today we have guests from the Park City Board of Realtors. And the reason they're here is all about the Turkey Drive, the Park City Turkey Drive. In fact, this is the 17th year in the Park City Turkey Drive, and it's grown to become the largest individual turkey drive in the entire state of Utah. And so here to talk about it, we have 4 different realtors to talk about why they started this, what it's all about, and most of all, how you can get involved. And here's what's interesting. Think about it. Thanksgiving, it's only a few weeks away. And this event's going to happen right before Thanksgiving, and we're trying to get the word out as soon as possible. So I'm really excited to introduce you to these fine folks and have them tell you a little bit more about Thanksgiving and how maybe this year you can make your Thanksgiving a little bit more special as you give back to those who wouldn't have a turkey dinner otherwise. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, my guest from the Park City Board of Realtors. Welcome back to the Impact and Influence Show. Here we are with the Park City Board of Realtors. We have 4 representatives, and they're here to talk about their turkey drive. So first, why don't you introduce yourself to my viewers? So good to have you on the show. We'll start with you, Tony.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. I'm Tony Falk with Berkshire Hathaway.
Mm-hmm. And we've got...
And I'm Kevin Murray with Berkshire Hathaway.
Awesome, great. Okay, so you're here, you've done this a while. Talk about, this is 17th year. So talk about how this got started and a little bit of the history behind this wonderful turkey drive.
Yeah, just amazing that it's on the 17th year. You know, started out giving 50 turkeys in the first year. We're now up to 2,500 turkeys, which is just absolutely amazing.
So 50, I forgot I started with 50.
Yes.
And that is
yes.
remarkable success. You look at the curve on that, that's amazing.
Yes, the past 3 years we've done as many as 2,500 turkeys, and we're hoping to reach that this year.
That's wonderful.
With the communities and realtors' help.
Yeah, and you think about it, how long have you been involved with the turkey drive?
This will be my first year.
Oh, whoa, okay, brand new.
I had to wear the turkey hat.
You've been inaugurated. Exactly. That is a cool hat. Maybe we get a close-up on that hat.
Yeah.
That is an amazing hat.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing. Do you think if we give $1,000, you'll get a hat with that's kind of the benefit? Yeah, I think we could figure that out, right?
We can figure that out. Check your pride at the door, put on your gobbler hat.
Exactly, that's right.
Exactly.
They said I already look like a turkey, so I didn't need a hat.
You're like, that's okay,
yeah.
that's just who I am. Okay, so this is wonderful. Now, why do you think the Board of Realtors has taken this on? Like, why has it been so important? Because as I understand it, it's only the Board of Realtors that really do this every year.
We have so many philanthropic folks within the Board of Realtors that really give their heart and soul to a lot of these nonprofit organizations, and they've really gotten behind the Turkey Drive 100%.
That's great. Is it kind of one of those, like, you're required, kind of like you have to give blood, you have to do the turkey drive? I mean, how does this work when you sign on all these contracts? It's part of the deal? No.
Exactly. You know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Alter things
we should add that.
And require that. But at this point, it's just something that realtors, as well as the community, we gain so many funds from our generous community as we're the organizers, but the Board of Realtors is the organizers, but certainly the community and realtors being part of that community are so generous to get us to that $50,000 threshold in an effort to put turkeys on tables and make that event worthy. And it's not, it is food, but it's about the event. It's about that Thanksgiving feast and that little extra that it takes that special day to make it unique and special.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, unfortunately, we've discovered that there are so many folks in our community and throughout the state that really need this help and support. They don't have the ability to put a turkey dinner on the table. So we're looking to do our best to help.
That's so great. You know, and one person who's not here today, she couldn't be unfortunately, is Deb Hartley. I want to give a shout out to Deb if she watches this or if she's watching right now. Deb, you're awesome. I think she's been the cheerleader from day one. And you're right. Bottom line is, as I understand it, it started because people started realizing there's people in Park City that don't really have the ability to have a turkey, let alone a full dinner, you know, during Thanksgiving. And a lot of us say, well, that's just a kind of like tradition. You always do that. So that's I think it came out of that, and like you said, that's really the heart behind it, is to make sure everyone has an opportunity at least to have a turkey and a meal that goes with it. Now, you mentioned something really staggering in many ways. It started with 50. We had 2,500 last year. And now, as I started sharing on my outset, this is the largest individual turkey drive in the entire state. With the nonprofit I lead, we work with Utah Food Bank, and they depend on these turkeys to spread throughout the entire state. So we, of course, we give about 850 to Park City, Summit County, and then Wasatch County with our 2 food pantries. But then it goes beyond. It goes all the way to Tooele, as I understand it. It goes to southern Utah. So what do you think was the secret to your success of how has it gone from 50 to 2,500?
Well, I think it's the support from the community has just been amazing. I mean, people walk up to our tent out in front of the market and ask us what's going on, what are we doing, and they'll go in, bring out turkeys, bring out bags of groceries, or give us a donation either in cash or with credit card. It's really fun to witness.
Yeah, so you see this, the community just coming around and rallying around this well beyond just realtors, sounds like.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's no question. Realtors get this started and get it rocking and rolling, but it's the community that we count on that really is just so incredibly generous.
Yeah, and for you, I mean, this is your first year, but I'm assuming you've watched this from a distance as you've been a realtor. What's kind of been your experience of why this has been so successful?
I think just that appreciation that not every family can really facilitate a Thanksgiving dinner, a feast of sorts, and just that realization that as we all band together and help those that don't have that ability, it just makes our Thanksgiving all the more meaningful.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see the community with realtors involved just embrace this.
It's wonderful. Now, this may be a random question, but how many realtors do we have in town in Park City?
Close to 11 to 1,200.
Yep.
11 to 1,200.
Yeah.
Wow. That, I mean, that's like, I know for a small little town, I know it's just, that's incredible.
Yes.
Staggering.
Okay,
Yes.
so when you talk to realtors, this is the big group you're talking to with potential. That's wonderful. That's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And would you say, like, is this 100% involvement, or is it more like 80%? I mean, because I know, I'm guessing not everyone can maybe hear about it or have the time, but
Right.
what's your guess on percentage of people, of realtors that get involved in this?
There's really a large percentage of the realtors that are involved. We have a luncheon on the 14th or actually on the 8th, I believe, that really, we get a lot of donations from everybody at that point in time. It's really exciting to see the cooperation.
Fantastic. Well, I know I'm going to be there. It's going to be fun next week. So if you're watching again, you're like, when is that again? It's next Thursday. So I understand at the
Yes.
Chateau. It's going to be a special luncheon. We'll talk a little bit more about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. But when we do, I want to show a video of last year's turkey video.
Oh, great.
Basically the turkey drive video with Deb Harley, the cheerleader of this event. And you'll kind of see a little bit more about what we talked about last year. And soon to come will be another video to talk about this year, because our goal is even higher. And we're going to have 2 more guests join us after the break. And they're going to talk a little bit more about the logistics of how you can get involved, what's involved, and how you can support it. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have 2 more Park City Board of Realtors with us. Here we go. Welcome back to the Impact and Influence Show. And as I mentioned, we have 2 new realtors from the Park City Board of Realtors. So glad to have you on the show. And they both have hats, which is really, really cool. So introduce yourself a bit. And I understand you're both first-year participants in this, and that's why you have to wear these hats. So let's start with you.
Yes, first-year participant. We've got to wear the turkey hats. We're calling ourselves the Gobblers.
The Gobblers. I love
yes,
it.
Yes,
And it's Katrina.
I'm Katrina Odima. I'm with Coldwell Banker.
And I'm Hong McDonald with Keller Williams.
Excellent. So good to have you on the show. And way to go, be a good sport, to wear these hats and, be willing, as newbies with this. So let's talk about the logistics. We talked a little bit philosophically about how this started, why it's so important, and how generous the Park City Board of Realtors has been, and of course our community too. But the logistics, talk a little bit about how this event works.
So the primary impetus of the drive is November 15th and 16th at the market at Park City. Mike Holm at the market at Park City is very, very instrumental in this event being such a huge success.
Yes,
so we're going to be there from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on both of those days.
Okay.
So you can stop by the market at Park City. You can go in and buy a turkey. You can drop off cash. You can drop off a check. or we can take your credit card. So whatever works best for you. You can go inside and buy a turkey and bring it out to us.
So easy, yeah.
Or any other food items and bring it out to us.
Yeah.
So our goal is to make sure that there's a turkey on every table.
That's fantastic. So again, you'll be there at the market, and I know because I've been there previous years. We were joking off stage a little bit that it's going to guarantee it's going to be freezing cold, which hopefully means there's snow. So this is good. Skiers and snowboarders are like, yes, please have this turkey drive every year. It's guaranteed some snow, maybe some cold weather. Okay, so talk a little bit more. So you'll be at the market. You already talked. People can give cash or whatever. How does that work? So maybe Hong, walk that through in terms of I'm showing up. I drive up to the market. I'm just there to get some milk, but then here I see these wonderful people with turkey hats.
Yes.
How does it work?
There'll be about 15 of us that will be there ringing the bell every time we get a donation. So you can donate, like you said, cash or credit card. We can take it all there. And what we do is we take those turkeys and we put it in the truck. There's going to be a refrigerated truck there that's going to donate to the Utah Food Bank or the Christian Center.
Yeah.
And all that goes in. And at 5 o'clock on Friday, it then goes to the families right away. So it's fantastic to have.
Well, and I'm glad you said that, Hong, because I can speak to this. Running the pantry do at Park City Post in Heber, the word has gotten out over the last couple of years where people are so excited to get their turkeys. We'll have people, I'm sure, this week, next week, kind of asking, when is that turkey drive coming? Can I get my name on the list? Because they want to make sure they get a turkey. So it is one of those things where once you donate, I mean, literally, it goes right to our food bank. I know we distribute it right away, and Utah Food Bank has the refrigerated truck right there in the parking lot, ready to go throughout the state. So if you want to do something tangible this Thanksgiving, I mean, this is pretty tangible. Getting a turkey, it's going to get to families, and then the market, like I said, is working with us really well. So they'll give some extra things, dressing and other things that go with the turkey to kind of extend that, so people have a full meal, which is really fun.
And
okay,
it's really
yeah,
high energy too. So
it's super
let
fun.
me tell you the story. Last year, we had a gentleman just said, "Hey, what's going on with all the bell ringing and all the people in their turkey hats and so forth?" And
it's
we
quite
said,
a
"Hey, we're
scene."
doing the Park City Turkey Drive." So he goes in and he shops for his food and so forth. He comes back and he gives us an envelope of money. So we put it in, we ring the bell and say, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." So he gets into his car, and all of a sudden we opened the envelope and it was $1,000.
See, now that is so cool. On the spot.
On the spot.
Giving. That is truly, that's
and he
amazing.
was out of town. I mean, it's not
He wasn't even local.
He wasn't even local, and thank him and everybody else that gives so generously that day, those 2 days there.
I love that.
And
So
then there's kids that will come up and get, take what they have out of their pockets. Maybe it's $1, maybe it's $5. So it doesn't matter what you give, it's the gift of giving.
Well, I could kind of vouch for all of you. There's so much energy there, and there's excitement, and you want to be a part of this, right? It's like, I want to be part of the Park City Board of Realtors. Even non-realtors are actually, want to be part of this. So thanks for sharing that story. That's fantastic. Okay, so now between now and the 15th and 16th, I guess, Thursday and Friday, what is your biggest need between now and then? Maybe we'll start with you.
Well, we do have a website, so you don't have to wait till the 15th and 16th to donate. So you can go to our website. It's parkcityturkeydrive.info. And
I think it's on the screen here in a second. We'll show that.
Okay, and we can take your credit card, or you can access our PayPal account on the website. So you don't have to wait till Thursday. So our biggest need is just to make sure that people are aware of the event, and that we get the whole community to come out and support. A turkey on every table. 850 of these turkeys are going to stay locally here in Summit and Wasatch County.
Yep.
That's huge.
That is.
That's really huge.
Yep. I love your phrase, turkey on every table. That's a great way to think about this. This is exactly what it is. I mean, they're literally going to be in families that wouldn't otherwise probably have a turkey. So that's fantastic. So, okay, do you need volunteers of any type? Like some people, we have a lot of wonderful things at Park City. Is there a need for volunteers, or is the need more for money, would you say?
The need is more for money, or you can bring a turkey to the food drive as well.
Okay.
So you can buy it anywhere and then bring it to the
Good to know.
food truck there on that Thursday and Friday, November 16th and 15th.
Okay, perfect. So we'll be at the market, but you could get a turkey potentially somewhere else and just bring it to you at the market there.
Yes. We'll
Good to
take
know.
anything, if you want to bring a dry goods bag, we'll accept that as well as donate, as well as money.
Okay.
Credit card, check, cash.
That's great. Well, okay, one more time for my viewers. Give us the date and maybe that URL of the website again and how they can get involved.
Okay, November 15th and 16th at the market at Park City. And between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. And the website is parkcityturkeydrive.info.
Okay.
And then once again, we just really want to give a big shout out to Mike Holm
Yeah.
at the market at Park City. this would not be possible without him and his staff at the market.
Thanks for saying that, because I know Mike, and you're right, I just want to give a shout out to Mike as well. I mean, really, he's in conjunction with this wonderful generosity. He's, giving the turkeys at a cheaper price, and he's helping make sure there's enough turkeys to give, because there's a lot of turkeys, 2,500. You can't just order that like that day of. You have to be prepared way in advance. He's told me kind of the process.
In
February, yes.
February.
They got to
We
get the
have to start
turkeys, make sure they're all ready to go, and and then at market. So there's quite a logistical side to this, way ahead of time. So thank you, Mike, for making that possible, because again, it goes back to every turkey on every table, or sorry, a turkey on every table is a really good goal. So.
And this is a community event.
Right.
It's not just a Park City Board of Realtors event. It's an event we really want the community to embrace and get involved with. So come by and see us on the 15th and 16th.
Sounds good. Well, Katrina Hong, thank you so much for being on the show. Park City Board of Realtors, so appreciate all your support and really helping make sure every family has a wonderful Thanksgiving this year. So we're going to take a quick break, and I'll be back, so keep it right there on Park City Television. Welcome back to the Impact and Influence Show. As you see, there's some people that are really excited about Thanksgiving, not because of what maybe they're going to get, but because what they can give. And so I just encourage you, as you watch this show, get involved somehow. Make this Thanksgiving a little bit extra special. There are families right here in Park City, in Summit County, Wasatch County, and throughout the state, as we've talked about, that possibly would not have a turkey dinner if it's not for us to help out. And so again, the Park City Board of Realtors, thank you so much for your generosity. I encourage you to check out the websites that we've thrown up here on the screen. Check out the Park City Turkey Drive. And again, the 15th and 16th will be outside of the market. And out there you can give through cash, you can give online, give through a credit card. You can be like that gentleman who doesn't even live here and give $1,000 in a little envelope. That would be fantastic. But whatever your heart leads you to give, we encourage you to give back, so to make sure every family, every table has a turkey this Thanksgiving. Well, that's all we have for the show today. Thanks again for tuning in. Remember, every Friday, 10:30, right here on Park City Television is the Impact and Influence Show. If you have an idea, if you'd like to be on the show, please let me know. We'd love to hear from you. And if you have any other comments about the show, we'd love to hear from you as well. Between now and then, keep making your world better.